Humans make 35,000 decisions a day. 95% are irrational. Why is everyone irrational? We have the explanation of how and when this happens. Are you irrational or just human? Irrational Humans, where I talk about body language, micro-expressions, behavior economics, behavior science, neuroscience, consumer behavior, persuasion, influence, how people make decisions, irrational behaviors.
How to make the worst PR campaign the more successful advertisement.
Number 1. Why words don't lie. Words don't lie, people do. Here's how to know from job interviews to dating. Find out what people aren't telling you. Stop guessing, start hearing the truth today.
Welcome back, my dear irrational human. And you know that life happens when we're too busy making plans. And this happened to KFC, the chicken store. I don't know if you know the story, but when the founder KFC was in his 60s, he was bankruptcy, no money. The only he had was knowledge. So he decided to go to the kitchen and make his famous fried chicken. And what he did is going door to door offering his chicken. People love it. So what he decided to do is to go to store to offer it. The rest is history. What is not history that we need to forget is then 2018, KFC ran out of chicken. Crazy. If you sell chicken, what else you gonna sell? Well, this happened to the point they need to close 600 stores. This was a madness. And guess what? They own it. What they did is they have lemons, they make lemonade, and they make sure they put the vodka on top of that. They get an advertisement on the media with everyone was angry with them, and instead to says a empty bucket. We're sorry, we ran out of chicken. No, we know that. People knew that. What they did is, and pay attention how they play with the letters. KFC, empty bucket. Instead, they got an empty bucket and they put the letters FCK. Fuck it. Let's say it. So people went ballistic. They use humor to make sure they own the problem. Like I says, life happens. We are too busy making plans. When you own a company, when you have a project, there are so many pieces that can go wrong. And some of them you now cannot control it, like during the tariff. Now, we still, during the tariff situations, some companies knew how to pivot and make a problem a solution. And when it's a disaster, it's always a possibility. Now, what you need to make sure is, understand this, you're going to need to piss off 80% of your people to make sure that 20% that are your clients, that are your people, is going to be happy. Don't tend to be nice and likable to everyone. Find your niche, find your people, find out who are your people. In my case, for many years, I was under the impression men were linked to my information. Why? Because I've been told that I come out with masculine energy, that I'm too strong for women. And guess what? When we relaunched Susan Ibitz Behavioral Consulting, we hire a consulting company because sometimes you need to go to the experts. They're not biased. And my bias was like, women don't like me, women not follow my information. And guess what I found out? My main audience, up to 90%, are women 35 to 65. Why? For the same reason they hate me, they love me. So never underestimate talking to your people. Never underestimate the fact that communicating, asking questions, why neuromarketing, neuroscience, behavior economic, and human behavior are connected. Because if you forgot that no matter what you sell, no matter what you do, at the end of the communication, there are people. Talk to them. Read the words between line. Use the elicitation tactic. Ask the question, ask the difficult questions. Look their body language, look how they reply, look the stories. Sometimes people is not pissed off with you. You're just the reason they need to get it on something to get pissed off. So get back to KFC. The worst PR nightmare become the best campaign ever. Why? A, they address the problem. 2, they own it. And 3, they make sure that they communicate it right. Use the right channels to communicate with your people. And then let me know what happened. Welcome to Irrational Humans. See you next Tuesday.
Susan Ibitz is a former political influence consultant, profiler, and civilian hostage negotiator. With expertise, studies, and masters in human behavior, behavior economics, neuroscience, and a nerd for data, Susan works on the humans that grow your business. High performance, high behavior training. Teach corporations and employees how to hack into humans using behavior, neuroscience, and persuasion. Behavior economics. She has been called freaky and the top expert in her field by the Chicago Tribune and Psychology Today, by showing how to profile anyone in 30 seconds. She is the author and researcher of Irrational Humans. People make 35,000 decisions a day, and 95% are irrational. But why and how?